Yeah, what's going on, everybody? This Solomon King coming at y'all from Esoteric Minds Media. I just want to talk to y'all about a little something right now, man. First off, about this supermoon eclipse energy. That shit is here, yo. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, man. It's a lunar eclipse. You know what I mean? So a lot of shadows are gonna be popping up. You know. And another thing, once you become aware and you make the choice to become aware, it ain't no turning back from this shit. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people going through shit. You know what I mean? Even me. You know. But the thing is, we chose this shit. We made a choice. You get it? Even when you decide to become aware, you gotta be aware in your dreams too, because your dream state is the real state, and it's gonna warn you of some shit. You know what I mean? You gotta be mindful of people these days. You gotta be mindful of a lot of people these days and the energy that they carry with them. You see what I'm saying? It ain't easy. This shit ain't easy. It ain't easy at all. But it gets better with time. You see, that's why you got to know yourself. You got to better yourself first. You got to bring it in because everything is an outward manifestation of how you feeling on the inside. You see, so to my people that's going through it, go through it. You know what I mean? Don't give in to nothing. You see, because the minute you give into it, it got you, yo. You know, too many distractions going on nowadays. We get distracted with somebody getting attacked on stage. We just then Kevin Samuels, then Jamal Rashard. You know, you got to be aware of everything that's going on nowadays, just to throw you off, yo. Anything that had you focus on this external, you just gotta and I'm not saying don't tap into it. You know what I mean? Because it's out here for a reason. But when you get into certain things, you get into certain things to get a little information and get back out of it. You know, and tune into yourself. You get it? Ain't nobody say this shit was gonna be easy. These trying times, yo. These times is real trying. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You gotta do it for yourself first before you can do it for others. You get where I'm coming from? So we need to be aware of this. We need to be mindful of this, yo. This eclipse energy, this shit is here. That shit, I've been feeling this shit for the past few days. You see, I don't say much to people because I be trying to figure it out on my own. You know what I mean? Especially when it come down to the dream world, yo. You got to do conscious awareness training all the time. You got to keep your vibrations right all the time. You know what I mean? You got to keep your frequency high. You got to. You know what I mean? We made the choice to do this shit. You know, when it's all good, it's all good. You know what I mean? Everything floating, everything rising high. We feeling good. You know, it's all gravy. But the minute the slightest thing go wrong, you gotta understand, man. We gotta pay karmic debts. We doing shit, y'all. You know what I mean? And this spiritual warfare, this shit ain't pretty. You know what I mean? This shit attacks your mental. You know, that's the first fucking rule, y'all. So let's just pick this shit back up. And if you give in, can't nobody be mad at you for giving in. You can't even be mad at yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you hitting a void phase, a shadow phase, you're gonna work your way out of it. Trust me. You're gonna work your way out of it. It's not the end all to be all, y'all. You know what I mean? So if you sinking into the shadows, embrace that dark side, yo. Embrace that dark side. It came up for a reason. You know what I mean? You can't have light without darkness. You can't have light without the. You can't have one without the other, yo. You can't. You know what I mean? Everybody try to push for too much light. Light. You already light. You are already a light being. You see what I'm saying? You just gotta balance the light and the darkness. You gotta balance that shit. That's why we being overpowered, overtaken. You get where I'm coming from? So don't give in, and this is for my people that wake up in situations like and I'm not trying to be funny with nobody, you know, but if you in the hood, yo, and you facing trying times and you made a choice, yeah, that shit gonna hit you harder. Cause look where you woke up at. Look where you coming up at. You know, for the ones that can afford to take care of somebody. You know what I mean? The ones that's like they say the silver spoon. When you wake up, it's no better than waking up in the hood, yo, because you still gotta realize what you done or how you done it. It's the flip side of that same coin, you know. But we gotta realize this shit, you know. We gotta be here for one another, even if it's a stranger. You see what I'm saying? You see them going through something, you pick them up, man. You don't just see nobody going through something and walk by or scroll by without saying something or doing something, because it don't work that way, yo. You know, I just keep seeing these patterns. That's all. And I know if I see it, a lot of more people see it. So we just got to be aware of all the distractions that's going on right now. It's meant to distract us. It's meant to take us away from ourselves and focus more and give more energy to the shit that's going on out here. Good, bad, happy, sad, right or wrong. You know what I mean? You get into it, but get into it to get some information and get the fuck back out of it. You know what I mean? So, for all my people that's going through something, keep your head up, yo. Pick your head up. It ain't nothing wrong with getting up and listening to some tones, man, that's gonna pick that vibration up. Some people it's hard, you know what I mean? But they got things out there that help too. You get it? So just keep y'all head up. And for the ones that's not aware, that's this eclipse energy. You know, we got past the first one, now the second one coming, and it's a lunar eclipse. We all know what the nighttime brings. The nighttime is for internal shit. You know what I mean? It's for the internal. You know, the daytime is for action. You get where I'm coming from? So just be aware of that shit. Be aware of that shit. Do your homework. If you're waking up feeling some type of way, you don't let that shit overtake and overpower you, because it all starts off in the mind first. Everything started off with a thought. You see what I'm saying? And if you attach yourself to that thought gonna expand, yo. It's gonna expand. That thought gonna turn into thought forms. Once it turns into thought forms, yo, you done already walked in it. So you have to get yourself out of it. You know what I mean? We got a lot of help out here, but when it comes to that one deep, that one-on-one battle, you only person that can fight that shit and beat that shit is you. You know what I mean? So keep your head up, because this energy ain't playing. This shit ain't playing. I know everybody done felt something that felt kind of off or kind of weird. You done had crazy dreams and all that shit. Your dreams gonna teach you something. It's gonna teach you not to run if you running in it. You know what I mean? You gotta face it. You gotta stand up and face it. You feel me? So it's just a little quick something, man. And I'm grateful for all of y'all. You feel me? Grateful for all of y'all. I love all y'all. So let's just keep it up and keep it going, because I'm telling y'all, it's something good at the end of this shit. But if we're not open to receive it, then what are we doing? You feel me? So keep y'all head up, man. For real.